I am going to be trying to finish some series that I am in the middle of, or at least get as far into them as I can. The first book that I'm going to start with is Reckless, of course. Just came out. I'm so excited to read this. I loved Powerful and Powerless, so I am excited to get into this. Obviously, I can't finish the full series because the third and final in the trilogy doesn't come out until later this year or early next year. I honestly can't remember exactly when it's supposed to come out, but it doesn't come out. It's not out yet. So I can't finish the full series, but I'll get as far into it as I can. And then another one that I wanted to mention, I am listening to it on Libby right now, but it is City of Fallen, or City of Lost Souls. It's the second to last in the Mortal Instrument series, and I am, how far into it am I? Let's see. I'm currently 38% into that audiobook, and then I just have the last one, so we shall see by the time this video ends if I can get both of those books done and completely check off that series, or if I'll just check off the second to last one and still have the last one to read. But that is where I'm at right now. So I just wanted to give a little update on Reckless. I am currently 167 pages into it, and I feel like it's kind of very cat chasing a mouse. Like I feel like it's like very back and forth so far. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm not obsessed like I was with Powerless, but it's still good so far. Perfect timing. I was waiting for the AC to shut off and it was taking forever. But I have some reading updates for you. So I finished City of Lost Souls, which is the second to last book in the Mortal Instrument series, and I gave it 3 stars. It's about what I've been giving the entirety of the series. It's not like my favorite series, but it's good. I think I may have liked the Infernal Devices trilogy better, but I feel like I also gave those about the same rating. Like I like them enough that I'm going to own all of them eventually, but I'm not going out of my way to buy them. I'm just, when I find one at the thrift store, I'll buy it. So I'm liking it. I don't want to say too much about it because it's obviously the second to last book in a series, so I don't want it to spoil anything, but I am curious how they're going to wrap up the storyline in the last book, so excited to continue that. I might listen to that last one in this vlog as well, but I am in the middle of some other audiobooks and stuff, so we shall see. And then update on Reckless. I am on about 230 pages in, and I'm just like not loving it as much as I had hoped to like it. I don't know, I'm just feeling like it's very back and forth, cat chasing a mouse type of vibe. I'm 230 pages in and I feel like nothing's happened. Like there's been no progress in the story at all. And I know that like it's the second book in a trilogy, the middle, it's like basically just getting the main characters from point A to point B for the end of the book series, but I literally have this much left to read. I'm over halfway, and I feel like literally nothing has happened to progress the storyline. So I'm just, I don't know. We'll see how it ends, but I am just not enjoying it nearly as much as I liked Powerless. So we shall see, but I'm gonna sit down and try to read some more of this and see how far I can get into it. Ideally, I would really love to try to finish it, but let's see. Let's calculate how many more pages I have to see if I could possibly try to finish it. But I think I have over like I think I have about 150-ish pages left. 149. I'm so good at math. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish that today. It is currently 2:46, so we'll see. Ideally, I would love to get this done today just because I'm kind of over reading this, and it's taking me a while to read it because I'm just not vibing with the story that much because literally no progress has been made, that I just don't want to pick it up. And when I do, I'll read like a couple chapters and then I'm like, I'm done reading. I don't want to read this right now. So it's taking me a while, so I'm gonna try to just sit down and read the rest of this. I'm gonna put on some ambiance fantasy video on YouTube and try to finish this today because I don't want to read it anymore. I did end up finishing Reckless last night. I stayed up till like 11 at night to finish it because I just was not vibing with it too much, so I was forcing myself to just sit down, finish it so I can move on to the next book. You'll see more of my thoughts in my monthly wrap up, but I gave it 3.5 stars, which I was very surprised about because I gave Powerless 5 stars and I gave Powerful 4 stars. So a little surprised, but oh well. The next book that I'm going to pick up is Vow of Thieves. This is part of the Dance of Thieves duology, so once I read this one, I will be fully done with this series, so that is exciting. I haven't started it yet, so let's sit down and start it together. I honestly don't know what this is about, like what's gonna happen in this one. I liked Dance of Thieves a lot, so I am excited to continue the duology. Okay, so I am only 43 pages into this so far, but I thought I would give you my thoughts going into it. I am loving it. I have not been wanting to put it down. Like when I sat down to start it, I did not want to stop reading, but it was time for bed, so I had to. Felt like I was reading faster than like I normally do because I was so interested in what was happening. But basically the two main characters from this book are the same two main characters from the first one, Kazzy and Jace. And I don't want to say too much without giving anything away. This is like the hardest part for me with this whole booktube Bookstagram thing, is trying to figure out what to say about books without giving too much away, especially when it comes to second plus books in series. I never know what to say, but Kazi and Jace get ambushed basically and separated, and it's going to follow them in that. I think that's literally the exact last thing that happened, was they got ambushed and forced into different parts. I think captured, ran away, like that kind of stuff. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but that is where we're at. So I'm gonna sit down and do some reading because I don't have any other plans for the rest of the day today. I filmed my September TBR video today, and then I just did some dishes, but I don't really have any other plans. It is currently 2:30 almost, so I'm gonna sit down and do some reading. I really am wanting to try to finish this book by the end of this month, which today's August 28th, so don't know if that'll happen because there's 479 pages in this book, and 480 pages in this book, and there's only 3 days left of the year, or not, oh my gosh, not the year, there's only 3 days left of the month, so I have no idea if I'm gonna actually be able to finish this, but I'm gonna try to get as much of this read in the next 3 days as I can. So I'm gonna put on some ambiance on the TV, just to have some background noise. I'm putting on a Hufflepuff fireplace Hogwarts common room music and ambiance from the Wizarding World, or I don't know if it's from Hogwarts Legacy or if it's just like supposed to be like the common room, but I'm gonna put that on, read. It's a 3-hour long video of ambiance, so I might just try to see how much I can read in that whole 3 hours that I have the ambiance going. So we shall see, but let's get reading. I'm now on page 270, so I am over halfway now. I'm still trying to finish it by the end of the month, so I only have today and tomorrow to try to finish this. So we'll see if I can. I'm gonna try to read literally as much as I possibly can today and go from there. That's what I've been doing for the past like 3 days. Well, this will be the 3rd day of me reading as much as I can to try to finish this by the end of the month. The first day that I sat down to like try to read it, to finish it, I read 122 pages, I think, and then yesterday, because I worked at the salon, I only read 106 pages, but that's still pretty good, especially for like a work day. I'm impressed that I read over 100 pages, so I'm hoping today I can read more than that. 290, I think, if I did the math correctly. 210, actually. I don't know where I got 290 from. I have 210 pages left, so hopefully I will be able to finish that. I mean, if I keep up with the 100 pages a day, I should be able to finish, because I only have 210 pages. And today it is 12:23 in the afternoon. I have no other plans for the rest of the day today. I'm in the middle of doing laundry, so I do have to do that. But other than that, I have no other plans, versus tomorrow I have clients. It's my Saturday that I'm at the salon, one of my Saturdays I'm at the salon. So I do have 2 color clients tomorrow, so I will be at the salon from like 10 to 3. So that takes a big chunk of my day away for me to be able to read. I'm just gonna sit down, continue reading. There's been a couple montages already of me reading, so I probably won't do a montage, but I am really enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying it so far. Honestly, I think I might be enjoying it more than the first one, which I don't know if that's because I listened to the first one and I'm physically reading the second one, but I just feel like a lot more has happened in this first half of the book than the last book. I feel like in the first one, not much started to happen until like this point of the last book, versus this book, it's been like the whole entire book there's been stuff going on. So I'm really intrigued to find out what happens, and I really am just waiting for the 2 main characters to be reunited again from all of the stuff that they have been dealing with, and I'm excited to see how it all plays out. So I did end up finishing Vow of Thieves, and I did reach my goal of trying to finish it by the end of August. I did indeed finish it with a day to spare. So I thought I would give you my thoughts. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I loved everything about it. The found family that Kazi finds by the end of the book is just chef's kiss. And I just loved the storyline, everything about this book. I felt like it was fast-paced, high stakes for the entirety of the book versus Dance of Thieves. I feel like the first half was kind of slow and then it picked up the second half, which makes sense. You have to build the world and everything, but I definitely gave this duology overall 5 stars. So let's talk about everything that I read in this book. Let's talk about all the books that I read in the series that I finished / got further into. To start, I read Reckless, and I have this series completed for what is out already. Obviously, the series itself is not done being written, so I can't fully check this off of my list yet because it is not done, but I got as far as I could with this series. And then I finished the Dance of Thieves duology, which is nice, easy. I could click both of those off. Duologies definitely are a little bit easier to finish than a whole series. But with that said, I didn't really talk about it too much in this video, so sorry. But I was listening to all of them, so there wasn't really like a ton to talk about. But I did end up finishing yesterday while I was working on my puzzle that I've been doing. I did end up finishing all of the Mortal Instrument series. I read the last, or listened to the last one yesterday. So I am fully complete with the Mortal Instrument series as well, which feels really nice to have that one checked off because that was like a 6-book series. So yeah, that is everything I have in this video, this little reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try to finish some series that I was in the middle of. I still am in the middle of so many series, so let me know if you want me to do this reading vlog again. But I will see you guys in my next one.